I'm Claudia and I'm gonna be doing checkups 1 and 2. The first thing I'm gonna be doing is wash my hands. So I'll turn the water on. Get some soap. Make sure that it covers all, like a good layer. And wash between my fingers, rub a few times. And wash underneath my nails. Make sure to point my hands downward. Okay. Now I'm going to get a paper towel. And I'll dry my hands first. And I'll use the same paper towel to turn off the water. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start my assessment. I do have my equipment that I will use, which I do need just my stethoscope. I'm gonna go ahead and allow for privacy for the patient, so I would close that curtain and I'll introduce myself. I'm Claudia and I'm your student nurse. I'm gonna be doing an assessment where I'll be doing the first part. We'll check your hair, your skin, and your nails. And the second part, I'm gonna check your skull, your face, your neck, your lymph nodes around your neck, your regional lymph nodes, and your salivary glands. Is it okay if I start with this assessment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. May I go ahead and check your hair, please?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I would use gloves in a different setting, which I don't have any available, but for the checkup. And she is in a sitting position, so where I can go ahead and have easy access to her hair. Let's see. I am checking at her. It is obvious her hair is a dark brown color. There are no signs of alopecia. And also no signs of infestation anywhere. Her hair looks healthy and it's a thick texture. Okay, very good. All right. And it's well distributed. So we see that there are no abnormal findings here. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be looking at her skin, and I'm gonna check out the color of her skin and palpate it, look at the symmetry and temperature. So let's see. Her skin is a dark brown color, and that is consistent with her ethnic background. I see that she does have a tattoo in her left forearm. Let's see, the temperature, she's warm and it's symmetrical. There are no scars anywhere around here. I'm gonna check her neck. Okay, like a small little scar back here. Do you know what happened right there?
I really don't know.
Okay. All right. It's just like a little scratch, and let's see. Looking at the base of her, the skin of her face. Sorry. And it looks healthy. There's just a little bit of acne. All right. There are no, she doesn't have any nevi, and let's see, or other lesions. Let's see. There is just a small lesion right here. Looks like maybe like a little insect bite. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
yeah, it's a little insect bite right here.
okay. All right. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check for hydration. And let's see. So we have good skin turgor. It goes right back. Check. Very good. She's well hydrated. Okay. I didn't see any lesions or abnormalities. Her skin is symmetrical and good skin turgor. And she has a good color. Also, the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check her nails. I'm gonna be inspecting her nails. The angle of her nails is about 160 degrees. There's no clubbing. Also, you can see the base is like a light pink color. Checking her capillary refill. Good, just less than 2 seconds. And there are no irregularities. Everything looks fine and symmetrical. Very good. All right, so that concludes the first part of checkoffs. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to checkoff number 2. And the first thing that I will do is I'm gonna be checking her skull. I'm gonna palpate and inspect her skull. Let's see. I don't feel any lumps. I also don't see any lesions anywhere. Let's see here. No lesions. And no indentations. All right, like she's normal cephalic, and I'm gonna be checking her temporal arteries. Okay, I can feel her pulse, and it also feels it's even in both sides. Very symmetrical as well. The next thing is her temporomandibular joint. Go ahead and open your mouth for me, please. Very good. Okay, one more time. Again, okay, good. There's a small little click whenever she closes her mouth. Let's see. And okay, very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at her face. So the first thing is checking her expression. So she is calm, not under any apparent stress, doesn't appear. Her face is symmetrical. There is no edema. Let's see, no edema. And let's see, we had already gone over the skin. There's no involuntary movements. Would you smile for me, please? Thank you. And it is very even. There's no signs of droopiness, like with a stroke or Bell's palsy. And let's see. Very good. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check her neck. I'm gonna palpate it. First, I can see that her neck is symmetrical. And let's see. So you can see the symmetry here is even both sides. And let's see. I don't feel any lumps. Very good. I'm going to check her range of motion. So would you look to your left, please, and your right? Would you look up and down? And she has good range of motion. Good. Did you have any pain with that?
No.
No? Okay. I'm gonna check her cranial nerve 11 to see if it's working well. If you could push again with your shoulders against my hands. Great. And push against my hand here, please. And the other side. Awesome. Very good. Good resistance. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and check your lymph nodes next, okay? And the first area that I will check is her preauricular lymph nodes, so right in front of her ear. I don't feel any abnormal lymph nodes there. I don't feel any lymph nodes. And I'm gonna check her postauricular, right behind her ear. I also don't feel any lymph nodes there. Okay, I'm gonna check her occipital. And that's right behind her head. And I don't feel any abnormalities here. Okay. The next thing that I'm gonna do is check her submandibular and jugulo-digastric lymph nodes. Her submental. I do feel a small lymph node here on the left submental area. It is mobile and let's see, it is soft also. Good. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and check her superficial cervical lymph node. Feel anything in her posterior. There we go. No abnormalities. Check her supraclavicular, that's right above her clavicle. You get a little massage here. Great. And her deep cervical. If you could look to your right, please. Great. Don't feel anything there. Okay, to your left. Great. All right, now I'm gonna check her salivary glands. All right, her parotid glands. Submandibular and sublingual. Great. And I'm gonna go ahead and check her thyroid. Let's see. It does not feel enlarged. And there are no lumps. Good. Very good. And the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna auscultate thyroid. I don't see any edema in her neck either, or anywhere else in her body. Okay. Use my stethoscope. Good. I don't hear a bruise. It all sounds good. All right. And almost forgot, I do need to check her trachea. And completely straight. Do you feel any pain?
No.
Okay. And look down for me, please. Very good. Okay, great. So that concludes my checkups 1 and 2. Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
All right.